We are now looking at a leaf-shaped plate from Cliff House pottery, made in Hartlepool in 1880. The centre of the plate is maroon, finished with an edging of green. The owner was William Smith, and he employed 200 to 300 workers. Did you know this plate would be used for serving cakes and biscuits, and was made by using both brown and white clays and was decorated with glazes? It was known as Majolica type ware. The pottery was hand-painted by local women and children. Almost none of the pottery produced at the Cliff House is marked, but some of the pieces do have numbers. What's your name?
Fiona.
What do you do?
I work for the collections team at the museum.
How many people worked at the factory?
Although the pottery was only open for less than 20 years, in its peak it employed between 200 and 300 people, and often it was full families that would work there. And the tobacco jar that's on display at the museum was actually given as a wedding gift to one of the ladies who worked there since she was 14 years old.
Are all the plates signed or marked?
Not all of them are marked, but because they've got a very distinctive pattern and shape, we can tell that they're all Cliff House pottery.
How many do we have in the collection?
Apart from the 4 dishes that are on display, we've got 2 other dishes in our collection that we try and rotate on display so everybody can see all the different ones that we've got.
What were they used for?
Dishes like this would have been used for cakes and sweets and things like that, particularly when you had visitors round. But because they're such decorative pieces, you would probably keep them on display as well because they're quite like an art piece.
What is Cliff House pottery?
Cliff House pottery opened in 1880 by William Smith, and he opened it in Hartlepool. And they produced very decorative dishes and plates and tobacco jars and things like that. But they used white and brown clay, which was quite different for the time. And they also used very colourful glazes like greens and yellows and pinks, which gives it that really distinctive pattern. And they're considered more art pottery pieces than any of the other pieces that were made in the area.
Thank you so much for listening. This piece was created by Harriet as part of the St Joseph's Research Club.